Now here is Dr. Ramaswamy with the continuation of the Panchatantra.
Good morning, I'm Aparna Ramaswamy narrating the Panchatantra, Book 2, Winning of Friends. So I pick up the story where we left it off. The rat decides to leave his familiar home, fly on the crow's back in search of new land, simply because the crow feels threatened where he is. And the rat decides he would rather go with his friend than stay with what is comfortable. And he promises to tell the crow his story, his past that has kept him in the same place without change. So the crow and the rat fly and they make an unlikely sight, a beautiful, magnificent sight. And on the ground, a tortoise is watching them alight. And he says, "What is this? Who is this coming here towards me?" Little does he realize the crow is his dear friend and is coming to be with him. Once the crow sets lights on the ground, the tortoise says, "Who is this? Who have you brought here and why have you come here?" And the crow says, "We had to leave our land because the fowlers, the hunters, the people were all coming after us. It was no longer safe. We could not find food to eat. And so we decided to come away. And I wanted to come to a place where I had a friend, you, the tortoise. But I'd already had a friend there, the rat, and I couldn't leave him behind. So we have come together." And then the tortoise makes friends with the rat, reunites with the crow. And then the crow turns to the rat and says, "Well, now we are here, we are safe. I want to hear your story. I want to know why you had stayed in that place and buried in your hole for all these years. What is it that happened in your past?" So the rat starts narrating the past. He says, "A long time ago, I was in charge of a lot of my friends and family. I helped them forage for food and I took care of them. I lived in a little rat hole where there was a monk who lived there. The monk every night would eat food and bring back some food to his room, intending to give to the attendants, the people who cleaned his room. But at night, when the monk was asleep, the rat would get up, take all of the food and remove it and take it into his rat hole. Now the monk, over a period of time, realized that there was a rat who was stealing his food, but didn't know what to do about it. And because of that, the attendants who cleaned his room were very upset because they never got the food intended for them. So one night, as this monk is staying in his room, he gets a visitor, another monk from a neighboring city, who comes there. The monk is so distracted by the rat's presence that he keeps hitting on his bowl with a bamboo stick, as if to ward the rat away. Now the visiting friend gets very angered. He says, "I've come to see you after so long, and you can't even give me your entire attention. You're so distracted." And the monk says, "Please don't be angry. I don't mean any disrespect. But I am so, engrossed in this thought of how do I get rid of this rat and protect my food so I can give it to the attendants." And so he starts getting the help of his friend. And the friend says, "It's important to understand the motivation of this rat. Nobody does something without a reason, just like the story we know about Mother Sandali." Please join us next time to hear more about the story about Mother Sandali.